welcome to the Woolen Homestead. This is a video podcast about knitting, spinning, and hand dyeing yarn. My name is Tiffany.
And I'm Ethan.
And we're coming to you from Midland, Michigan. You can find us as the Woolen Homestead on various social media, as well as the yarn that we dye at thewoolenhomestead.etsy.com. And you'll also find links below in the description box to all the places you can find us, as well as our show notes.
Happy Halloween!
Let's do it again. Okay, 1, 2. Okay. Happy Halloween!
That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. Okay. 1.
Happy Halloween!
Okay, ready? Okay. 1. I can't do it. Okay, 1, 2.
Happy Halloween!
Okay, let's just go with that. Hi guys, welcome back. It is Halloween, in case you didn't get that.
October 31st.
Yay! So we are very excited.
In Halloween
I know,
colors.
it took me forever to figure this out too. I was like, I have nothing Halloween.
I'm going as a lumberjack.
Yep, he's a lumberjack, so I just got Halloween colors. That was all I could do, so.
You could have gone as a lumberjack or lumberjill.
My beard's coming in, so you know, I could have totally worked. But yeah, so we're happy to be back.
Just grab some of the dog hair.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, easy. You know, that would be actually really easy. But yeah, so welcome back everyone. We are super excited that it's Halloween. We're very excited. We're gonna be handing out candy tonight, and yeah, it's just fun. So
you're gonna be handing out candy tonight.
Yeah, you do.
I scare small children. So
no, you don't. Ella does though.
Yeah.
I usually take Ella out in one of her little doggy costumes, and then she just barks at kids all the time. So usually she ends up coming back inside.
Oh, little kids are scared of me usually.
It's true.
They are. They run away.
Although our nieces now love you. They used to be afraid of you, and now they love you. So.
After 5 years, 6 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, we're very happy to be here on Halloween. We have some Halloween themed things going on here, so I'm loving it. And oh, we should talk about what we're drinking. I always forget to talk about this.
I'll bet you mine's tastier than yours.
Oh, what's yours?
Spiced apple cider.
Oh, good call. Yeah, mine's tea. But I have a cuter mug. How cute.
You can't say that. You bought me this one.
That's true. Okay. I think we got a tie then. This is pretty darn cute though.
Where'd you get that? Where'd you find that?
Walmart. This is from Walmart. This was $2.50. I'm so excited about this.
Lead paint and all.
I love it. I love it. I have way too many mugs. Way too many mugs. I have to actually put them in rotation because I can't fit them all
in the cupboard.
I can't.
Yeah.
So, but I just had to have this. It's so cute. I just love it so much. But I'm drinking some Celestial Seasonings Echinacea tea, Sleepy Time Echinacea tea, because I've been desperately trying to ward off this cold, so I'm having a hard time.
It's not gonna work.
It's not working, but I'm trying. So that's what I'm drinking. You got spiced apple cider.
I got spiced apple cider.
That's definitely a better choice.
It is the bestest fall drink.
It is the bestest.
Ever.
The bestest
ever.
fall drink.
You know, actually, I didn't used to know about this stuff. I discovered it when I was sick. It was actually shortly before we had gotten together.
Oh,
it was the year before we had gotten together. The first year you didn't call me on my birthday to wish me happy birthday, by the way.
Because why was that?
Because you were buying a goat.
I was. Actually, I got paid to take her.
And, yeah, that's true.
It was the year I got my dog, but we call her a goat.
Because
it happened to be on his birthday. That was the first year I forgot to call you on your birthday.
It was.
Really bad.
But I was actually reading the Twilight books.
Were you really?
Don't tell nobody.
I didn't know you read those guys.
Yeah, I did. I read all 3 of them.
That's awesome.
Kind of good, like
There's 4, I think,
mindless.
Did you read the 4th one?
Oh yeah, I must have.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But yeah, I read all 4 of them. They were kind of good, like mindless reads. Like,
it's very brain candy.
You didn't have to try too hard to figure out where the story was going.
No, not at all.
And so I happened to find this stuff up in the cupboard.
Oh, that's so funny.
You know, didn't even really know it was there, and tried it, and it was delicious, and I've been hooked on it ever since.
Yeah.
spice cider,
really
Alpine something, ice spice cider.
It's so good.
And they make like a caramel version. They make sugar-free versions.
So good.
They're all good. Even the sugar-free versions are good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
I had the caramel one the other day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I also just had, we had some apple cider, like, from the grocery store, you know, like in the gallon jug, and I just heated that up. That was your idea. I heated that up in this mug. Oh, especially because it was in this mug. It was so good.
yeah.
It's so cute. Look at his little face. Oh, I love it.
My brother and I were out hunting the other day, and we took some of that cider with us, and I've got a little, it's a little isobutane propane camp stove. It's like a jet camp stove, and we heated our mugs up on that full of apple cider after a cold morning.
That must have been the best.
It was the best, and we had some Woodward Avenue chili.
Yum.
Really, really good. But I'll talk more about that in life stuff.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So,
we should talk about what we're wearing before we
yeah,
forget.
yep.
What do you got?
This is the Buffalo Plaid Flannel by Faded Glory.
$9.99 at Walmart. I think it is.
It is actually.
It's definitely a Walmart find.
This is the Sockhead hat.
Yes.
That is currently inside out again.
Oh no, I think you just have a tag sticking out,
You're
or
right.
the end sticking out.
Oh, yep, you're right.
That happens all the time. I don't know. I gotta fix that somehow.
Tie on another piece of yarn to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Sockhead hat. Who's this by again?
Oh my gosh, I know her name.
Why do I always forget that?
I totally got this. Kelly McClure.
Kelly McClure. And this was done in Patton's, wasn't it?
No, this one was Wool-like from
Wool-like?
Michaels.
Okay.
Yep.
And you modified it a little bit when you made it.
Yes, I didn't make it as long.
Yep.
I think on the brim and on the whole length of it, it wasn't quite as long.
You did.
That's also a very light fingering, I found out too.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And it's really, really, this hat's perfect for being indoors.
Yes, and that's an acrylic one, I believe. Yeah, it is an acrylic one.
It's the only acrylic hat I own.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Oh yeah, because we got rid of some of those other ones because it was just too bulky. The one that I made you.
Wool,
Yeah.
You know. But this is really, really good for just kind of bumming around the house.
Yeah, you wear that one a lot.
I do, because it's thin. So you can hear what people are saying
and
when
you're
they
not
talk
gonna
to
get
you.
overheated. And yeah.
And it keeps my hair back. That's the main thing, is it keeps my hair back, because my hair is at that length where it all falls like right into my face and gets in, and it's at the length where it gets in my mouth too.
Oh yeah.
And so if I don't like go to the lengths of throwing some gel in it to actually get it back,
This can just be like a...
Yeah, and that's why I think
Almost
part
like
of the
a
reason I wear them so much is because it's cold, so why not? But it also keeps the hair out of my eyes.
Yeah, love it.
What are you wearing?
I have the classic cuffed hat by Pro Soho, and you knit this one, so we're actually wearing hats that the other one knit.
I was going to say, that looks pretty skillfully knitted right there.
Yes, it was very, very skillfully knitted. And so yeah, this is the classic cuffed hat by Pro Soho. It's in our Hunter's Orange colorway, and it is on a base, a worsted base that we don't carry. So it's just a base that we got from Knit Picks. Just picked you up some yarn one time to...
Yeah, because we weren't looking to order like a whole batch. We just wanted to try out a skein or two.
I had made an order to Knit Picks, and we just threw in some undyed yarn for me to mess around with. But yeah, so I really like this. I might be borrowing this.
It's a really good hat.
Yeah, but it just kind of works with the black and the orange for Halloween today, so that's why I stole it.
That's okay. And let's see here. So... Yeah, and you're wearing it with the brim folded down, the cuff folded down.
Well, because I was wearing it folded up, and I kept feeling like I was looking like a cone head.
Yeah.
And so I just well, you did. You suggested I unfold it, and I liked it a lot better. So.
Well, and it doesn't do that to me because I think my head's a little longer.
Yeah.
You know. And
yeah. You get more depth. All right, so why don't we get into the knit-alongs we've got going on. Okay, so for our knit-alongs, we have two that are going on. We have the year-long Basket of Mittens KAL, which is co-hosted with Carrie, who is my wool mitten. And we are just knitting mittens, any kind of mittens, up until the end of the year. And then we'll have some prizes for that then. And then the hashtag is Basket of Mittens KAL 2018. You can post in our Ravelry group, which there's a link for that right in the description box below. And works in progress are allowed, crochet is allowed. We also have my favorite color is October KAL. Originally it was ending today, but there was a request to have it extended. So we are extending it until November 15th. So if you are knitting anything fall related, go ahead and go ahead and post in the Ravelry group in the finished objects thread until November 15th, and works in progress are allowed for that. Anything you think is fall totally counts. Go ahead and throw it in there. And works in progress count as well, crochet counts as always. So spinning counts. I saw a spinning project. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty. And then she actually turned it into a cowl as well. So it was really cool. Yeah, so you can spin, you can weave, whatever.
Okay, so if it's a spinning project and then she turned it into a cowl, is
I think that counts for 2.
This is 2 entries?
I think that totally counts for 2. So.
All right, that's what I think.
Yeah. So yes, that is the My Favorite Colors October Cal. The hashtag is My Fave Color is October Cal 2018. Both hashtags, you can find them in the show notes below as well. Yeah, so I think that's all I've got for Knitalongs. I really feel like I'm missing something because I feel like I went through that really fast. But yeah, actually that's it. So
no, it's just become, we do it every week, so now it's just automatic.
I thought of something else though. For both Knitalongs, if you use the Woolen Homestead yarn, you get double entries. For the fall Knitalong, if you use the My Favorite Color is October colorway, you get triple entries. So you just get to post your project that many times in the FO thread. So that is all I wanted to say about that. So we'll move on to finished objects. Okay, before we move on to finished objects, we have a giveaway announcement. So we are giving away the Ode to Autumn shawl kit, which is actually, I just realized I only grabbed one skein of the autumn leaves. Shame. But there's 2 of these ones, and then there's one of these. So the Ode to Autumn shawl is by Jennifer Rundhaug, and it is going to be released tomorrow. So, and she is Driftless Knitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yep, she's Driftless Knitter, and yeah, so we're really excited. So we are going to announce who the winner of that kit is, and it's going to be for the yarn and the pattern because Jennifer has so kindly offered to give one away. Hey, so we picked a winner, and we used Random Comment Picker, I think was the name of it was through YouTube, through a website. So
if you didn't get picked, send your hate mail to
commentpicker.com. Yeah. So the winner is Leslie Morgan. So congratulations, Leslie. And she wrote that her favorite fall activity has got to be walking my beagle through the leaves that have fallen around the lake near my house. He turns puppy even though he is 12 and plays in the leaves sometimes. I love beagles. Beagles
are awesome. I had 2 growing up.
He loves them. I love them too. They're so cute.
They're so awesome. Our beagles
the cutest puppies.
They are. They're the cutest puppies around, except for maybe
bloodhounds. I love bloodhound puppies.
Bloodhound puppies are adorable, but beagle puppies are great.
Yes.
And yeah, they lots of energy.
Yes, they're so cute.
Yeah,
we had one at work like a couple weeks ago that learned how to howl at work. So cute.
Yeah,
oh, it was so cute.
Their little howl is the best.
Especially when they're little, because they just don't. It's like when Simba tries to growl in Lion King, you know, it's so cute.
I love beagles.
So yes, congratulations, Leslie. Go ahead and message me either on Instagram, on Ravelry. All of the places where you can find us are going to be in the description box. So whatever works best for you, go ahead and message me there. And give us your mailing information. We can get that sent off to you. And then we'll let, also message me your Ravelry information. So then that way I can give that to Jennifer to, so she can give you the pattern. So, all right, congratulations. And next we'll talk about finished objects. Okay, so for finished objects, I have one, and it is the Thick and Quick. It is the actual classic super bulky hat by Carol Tyler, used with Thick and Quick yarn from Lion Brand. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I just need to put a pom-pom on top. I've got some faux fur pom-poms that I'm gonna put on there. And yeah, we are going to be selling this in the Etsy shop. Like we were saying last week, we have a few people that we know that have always been asking for knitted items, and so, but they don't knit themselves, and so we wanted to be able to offer them some knitted things in the shop, so they could do for Christmas gifts, or if they want it for themselves, things like that. And we're really excited. We have these little leather tags that are coming that are going to go on the brim, and they're so cute. And they say TWH on them for the Woolen Homestead. So
we're going to start putting them on our stuff too.
Yes.
I think. Yep. They look really cool.
They do.
How do they put the TWH on the leather? Is it like stamped or?
I don't know how it's done, to be honest. But yeah, it looks like a stamping of some sort.
We're gonna have a brand.
Yeah. It's so cool.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's really cool.
That looks really, really nice. It looks like
I'm really excited. I'll
knit
show you
up
how it
so
wears.
quick.
This is how it wears. This was another hat I was worried that it looked like a cone head hat, but it didn't.
No, it doesn't.
So,
especially once you get the pom-pom.
Yeah, that's going to weight it down just a touch.
Weight it down just enough to...
Yeah. So I'm really happy with this hat. And it's a free pattern on Ravelry, so if anybody, you know, wants to knit it. It uses size US 13s and 15s. So that was kind of fun. We were talking about how comical it is to knit with those.
Thanks to Erin from Knitting Envy.
Yes, we have them. We didn't have those, Erin, so thank you so much. That helped us a ton. So yeah, we didn't have those sizes. And yeah, so that is that one. Like I said, I've got a couple of other skeins of this yarn, so I'm going to be knitting up a few more. Maybe do some with, you know, a little Fair Isle in it or something, or Fair Isle stranded color work. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that is all I've got for finished objects, and let's move on to works in progress. All right, so for works in progress, what have you got to show?
So I have my Build Your Own DK weight hat by Gretchen Tracy, I think it was. And it truly has turned into a build your own hat, because I just couldn't get the pattern figured out.
I don't know what happened either. And there's no comments about the numbers being off or anything, so which
leads me to believe that it was me and you.
Yeah.
You know, if nobody else, you know, had problems.
We just couldn't figure it out, but we got it figured out though.
Yeah, so I'm just using the actual pattern for the hat in the child size on the body and the cuff, and then for the crown I'm using my mom had a book that she lent me that has a crown in it for another hat that happened to have the same amount of stitches, so that's what I'm doing. And
it's working.
Yeah, and this is on our Autumn Leaves colorway actually. So Leslie, when you get that kit, that's how the Autumn Leaves is gonna knit up. But I got this is kind of like a split between the acquisition segment and the works in progress segment, but I got this awesome progress keeper from Kim over at Chasing Acorns, and her podcast is Adventures in Craft. Yeah. And man, how freaking cool is that? And this acorn, that's not hollow, that's metal, and it's not hollow. This thing's solid. Like, it's awesome. You could bludgeon somebody with this thing. It's unreal. This thing is solid, and it looks like pewter or something. But anyway, the needles I'm using right now are size 6s, Knit Picks Caspian. Yeah, size 6s Knit Picks Caspian. And so far it's going really, really well. As soon as I learn to count, I'll be a little bit better off, because I tend to you know, go either too many or too few stitches before I actually do
well, now that we got the right numbers and everything, I think that's gonna fly for you.
Oh
now.
yeah. I've only got maybe 10 rows left before I'm completely finished.
We were kind of at a halt with it because we were trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things that, and I'm sure everybody else has this too, where you get into a project and you encounter a problem that you're not quite sure how you're going to fix it. Yeah. So you just kind of like put the project down.
You just don't want to even look at it. You
don't want to mess with it. Just because you know that instead of being able to pick up and knit on it, you've got to figure something out. Yeah. You got to actually like think, which for me is kind of a pain anyway. But so, you know, I'm just really happy with the way it's turning out now. And the way that the color is knitting, or the colorway is knitting up, is really, really making me happy. Just these speckles, man, are awesome.
I love it.
What I'm really happy to see is the amount of orange that comes out in the speckles, because I don't actually, believe it or not, I don't put orange as a dye color into.
It just made orange. Yeah.
It just made orange with the other colors that I dyed up with it. Just come to think of it, I don't know why I didn't put orange into it. I mean, it's Autumn Leaves.
You don't need to now.
No, you don't need to. You really don't. But I don't know why I didn't originally. But so far, I mean, it's really cool. And this is my first time knitting on our Polworth DK base. Yeah. And I'm just really happy with how it's turning out. It's a nice pliable yarn. It just kind of has nice slouch to it too. Yeah. And so yeah, it's knitting up really, really nice.
I love the speckling. I love how even the speckles are.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know, there's not any pooling.
No, there's really not.
Which is nice.
There's a couple of spots where the speckles are a little bit more concentrated, but by and large, I mean, they're really well spaced out, I think. Yeah. It's knitting up really, really well. And then this is how it looks in the ball. So.
Well, when you hand wind the balls, it looks so good.
You know, to be honest, that's all I do when I'm knitting for myself anymore. Let's see if I can get this to... There we go. That's all I do when I knit for myself anymore is hand wind it. I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a process. It's cool.
Yeah, and I can make it look the way that I want to.
Yeah, you do a really good job. Do you have any tricks for making it look the way you want it to? Because like when I do it, it just looks like, I think I do it too tight, and I think I do it, it just looks
I do it really loose. Like I try not to get any stretch on the yarn. And then what I do is I'll wrap 5 or 6 wraps around and then put my thumb on the yarn so it doesn't slip, and then rotate it and go the complete opposite. I don't
like
want to
a
say
quarter
opposite.
turn?
Yeah, like a quarter. Yeah, there you go. So if you're going, like we're going up, we should probably have this up here.
Sure. I can see what's going on, but you can't.
So if you go up, and I'll wrap, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, and then stop the yarn, and then turn the yarn. Well, yeah, I guess it would be a quarter of a turn. So if this is 12 o'clock, I'll rotate this to 3 o'clock, like that, and then wrap like that. So that was...
Do you always do a quarter turn?
No, because that'll only put me right back. So what I'll do then is do like an 1/8 of a turn.
Okay, no, I got you.
Doing my 2nd grade math.
I got you.
I'll do an 1/8 of a turn, so then I'll go to like 1:30 and then wrap there. And then once I've done that enough times, I'll switch it like that, so I'm wrapping in a different direction, so that you don't have a bunch of wraps going in the same direction. That's cool.
I'm gonna work on that, because mine look horrid when I do it, and yours looks really good. Actually, I think I have an example of mine.
No, they don't look horrid.
Well, they don't look as nice. This is mine. Well, mine's also kind of falling apart, but this is mine that I had done. It just looks, you know, blah. But yours just looks so nice, and I think it's because you do the couple, like the 5, 6 turns,
what I
and
do,
then do
like
it.
I'll just whoa. I'll just pull this out and show you how I do it. So, what I will do, and you can see, like that's the effect it gives. So you can see there. And that's the effect it ends up giving, which I like the look of that anyway. Yeah. So what I'll do is... It reminds me of the self-striping gobstopper like a
ball.
gobstopper ball kind of. So what I do is I'll hold it and then wrap, 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 and I don't really count. And then I'll stop, hold it with my thumb, rotate a quarter, wrap a couple of times, stop, rotate a half, and then wrap a few times, stop, rotate, and wrap a few times. And what it ends up happening then is you get kind of these lines that form, and I just like the way it looks.
I do too.
I don't know if it's correct or not, but
oh, there's no right or wrong way, but I think it looks cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. You have to help me next time I do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that all you wanted to talk about for, or do you want to show your bag?
Yeah, yep, definitely. This is a bag that I got perfect for fall and perfect for October and Halloween. You know, this is by Lindsay over at Simply Serving, and how cool is this thing? It's got like a tape measure sewn onto it, and I mean the fall plaid is just so cool. It's got,
it's great for a sock project too.
It is, and it's got like embroidered designs in the back as well. It's a stitch anyway, and it's really, really pretty. On the inside, she's got like a canvas, which I think is really, really cool. And I like how bright it is in there, because you can actually see what's in the bag
and where your stuff
really
is.
easily.
Yeah. That's cool.
Nice orange snaps, and I mean really like they snap.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
They don't come undone either. You know.
No, they don't. I've never had it come undone. And then there is her logo, and it's got like a little D-ring loop at the end. So my favorite thing about this bag is it's so compact that I can just fold it up and toss it in a backpack when I'm going hunting. And I do
it's a great size. I love it. Love it. I got one too. This is mine. I guess I can talk about this project next, because I've got one that's the same size, and it's a Halloweeny one, and I love it. The back. And yeah, it's just a great, great size. So these are my watercolor socks is what I'm calling them. So this is the finished one. I've showed you guys this before. And this is in our watercolor colorway, which we have not had in the shop in forever. So we'll have to dye that up again. It's on our sparkle base, which we do have. We don't have any in the shop, but we've got some here to dye. So thinking some Christmas colorways on that. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. So this is also in a DPN cozy that is from Lindsay as well.
How cool
So
is that?
I know, I love that. So it's a pink camo cozy. So cute.
I like the lace that she puts on.
I do too. So cute. Just a nice little touch. And then this is my sock.
I always think those needles are signature needle arts when I see
They
them.
do. It's the same style. These are Zings, Knit Pro Zings in the size US 1. And yeah, this is as far as I've gotten on the second one. I took this to the maybe I did show this last week. I don't remember if I did or not, but I
think you did, because I think I probably made the same comment about the
yeah,
about the knitting.
Well, sorry if I
needles
showed you guys
last
that
time.
again, because I don't think I've knit anything on them. But I was knitting on them when I went to the dog flu, like that little talk that I went to.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I was knitting on them. So it was really nice to be able to have those, because they were, you know, it was in like a little banquet center, and they were like, oh yeah, get up and go grab some food, you know, get comfortable. And so I was like, grab my knitting. So that was cool. That was really nice. And got a lot done on that. It was awesome.
Yeah, you did.
So those are my watercolor socks, and let's see. Now I want to show you guys the 2 test knits that I've been working on. So the one I did show you last week, I'm going to show you again. I'll show you that one first. So that is in my favorite color is October bag that Jamie from Random Fandom Bags and I swapped for. So I love this thing so much. It's got the really cute little quilting on the back, and this is just such a great quality made bag. I love these handles.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I just love that. It's just wonderful. And this is the interior. And it's just great. So I really loved that we got to do a swap for that. So this is the Yuletide mittens by Lindsay from Simply Serving. And these are currently in the test knitting phase, and will be probably released next month sometime. And last time I only had the cuff done, just past the cuff, and this week I'm a lot further. Because these
How cool is that?
Yeah, these are worsted weight, so they're just flying, and it's just too fun. So yeah, this is the front, and then this is the back, and I've got my little progress keeper, which is also from Lindsay. It's a little ghosty cookie, and so this is the palm side. Now I did mess up here. You can totally see that. And that was not the pattern's fault. That was my fault. I was really tired. We were watching Netflix one night, and I was like, I gotta put this down. So, because I looked at her chart and it's flawless. So it's definitely not, that was not her. That was all me. But the rest of it's coming in just fine. So, and then this is my waist yard where the afterthought thumb will go in. And yeah, I'm really, really excited about these. They're super cozy.
Pretty.
And they fit real well. And yeah, I really love them. The yarn that I'm using is Patton's Classic Worsted in the natural colorway, I believe. It's just undyed. And then this is Nature Spun, the Nordic blue colorway. And yeah. So I'm really happy about those. Like I said, these mittens should be out next month. And yeah, they're the Yuletide mittens. So keep your eye out for those, because they're great. They're good for gift knitting, you know.
You knitting those on Addie's?
Nope, these are high sharps,
okay.
size US 6. So yeah, these are from the interchangeable set. And I'm liking these. I know how, like, you know how I hate Magic Loop? I like Magic Loop for color work, I found out. Isn't that weird? Yeah, I like it.
Any particular reason you like it for color work?
I think it's because you can have the one side of the mitten over here and the other side of the mitten over here. Oh. Now, I will say, though, I don't not like DPNs for color work either, because my other project is color work and I have DPNs for it.
Right.
But I don't not like Magic Loop on these. So usually for Magic Loop, I just don't care for it. But
it's growing on me a little bit.
Is it?
Because I've been knitting so many hats and I don't have size 16
yes.
inch needles. Sorry, not size 16.
16 the cable.
Cables, yeah. So I've just been using Magic Loop so much that it's, yeah.
Sure. And it's not that I hate it. Like I won't not do it, but it's not my preference anymore. So, but yeah, I'll show you guys my next test knit. So this I have not been able to show, but I just found out this morning that the pattern was released. So very, very excited about this. These are not finished by any means, but thank goodness she had some good test knitters that actually can get stuff done.
Well, quick.
Yes, quick. Yeah, I am not a quick test knitter. So thank you to Lindsay and Lily. Lily is the designer of these mittens, and for thinking of me. And I'm sorry if I did not get these done, but I kind of warned them. I was like, I'm not the best test knitter, so they didn't mind. But so these are from Lily of Nordic Stitches, and these are the Nordic winter mittens. And these it was just put live on Ravelry this morning, so I'm so excited about these. And this is what I've got done so far.
How cool is that?
Yeah, oh, I love it. And now I can show you what this looks like on, because this is instead of an afterthought thumb, this one you put on waste yarn, so I can actually put my thumb through and I can show you guys what it looks like, a little more true to what it will fit like. Get all my ends out of here. So, yay! So that's it. So I've almost got the first one done. And I did size US 1s down here, and then this is size US 2. And like I said, I'm doing DPNs for this, and it doesn't bother me one bit. So, yeah, that's the one side. And yeah, I just think these are beautiful. And they're so fun. And these are actually knit using our non-superwash base. So this is our pure base. And so this is just an undyed one, and then this is just a red that I had dyed. And yeah, so it's just a very light red.
I think they call that pink.
Well, it's not pink. It is kind of pink, but
a very light red is pink.
let's not muddle it with facts.
Look at.
Okay, yeah, it's a red pink. It's a pink red. Yeah. So that's what this is, and I'm really loving knitting this with our non-superwash base. Like, it is so soft. The micron count I think is 19. It's really, really soft.
Yeah, it is. And
it's working really well.
It's really fine yarn too.
It is, yeah. This is our, it's a fingering weight yarn.
But it's kind of a finer fingering weight, and it seems to lend itself really well to the color work.
Yeah, it really does. It's merino, so it's still very soft. So it's not like it's like a rustic, you know, super sticky, but it's more sticky than when it's superwash. So the color work is coming out a lot nicer before you even block it, you know what I mean? And then once you block it, it's just gonna really, really even out. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this knit. I love the traditional like Norwegian style of it. I just think it's cool with that like motif to it. So yeah, really enjoying that. And yeah, go check out Lily's pattern for this. I'll have a link below in the description box, and go give it a look, because these are just so beautiful. And I love that they're fingering weight, because it's very fine, you know. It's not a big bulky mitten, which I love those too, but sometimes it's fun to have, especially in the transitional seasons. It's kind of nice to have a nice, you know, fine mitten. So yeah, so that's that. I'd like to have some more of our non-superwash. We need to order some still, but to get some non-superwash back in the shop, if you guys want to knit up these mittens, because I love the non-superwash that we have. So okay, so those are my 2 test knits, and yeah, I'm really excited to be able to show you those, because I've been working on those since September and haven't been able to show them. So yes, really happy to show you guys that. And yeah, the only other project that I wanted to show you guys was my Cozy Memories blanket, because I've been working on this a lot lately, and it makes me happy.
Every fall I feel like you work on it more.
I do, definitely, and into Christmas time. I definitely don't work on it
now. It's big enough that it's actually a throw for when you work on it.
Yes, it makes me happy. So I'll show you guys what I got done. And so close to having this squared off again, which is like the best feeling ever when you get it squared off.
Satisfying.
Oh, it is. It's so good. And once I get it squared off, it still won't be done, but at least it'll be squared off. Yeah. So let's see. Anyone that has... Oh, this one's almost done. Why didn't I finish this one? This one's so close to being done. Okay, we'll show this one first. I was working on this on the car trip back from Ann Arbor. So this is just a teal or a turquoise that I had done in my Speckle and Pop shawl from last year. It was just a mini, so there's no colorway name, but I did dye it. And let's see. So anyone that has a stitch marker on it is going to be a new one. Here's some. Okay.
Here's one.
So we got a couple right here. So this little corner. So this is our Cherry Blossom colorway. And then this is from Mint Rain Hand Dyed Yarns. This is the Gryffindor colorway in her self-striping sock. I had knit a pair of socks for Ethan for his birthday. And this is our colorway Life is the Bubbles. I haven't dyed that in forever. Let's see, I think it's around the corners. So here's some. Yep. Okay, this is our colorway Aurora. And this is on our MCN base, which, oh, scrumptious. And I think that might be it.
Are you going to put a Woolen Homestead tag on it when you're finished?
Oh, I should. Good thinking. Because we have tags coming. I'm so excited.
So it's going to look legit.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to put this back in its little thing so we don't poke ourselves, but I want to show you guys.
You're using signature needle arts on that, aren't you?
Yes. Oh, these are a treat. I will tell you guys this. These are size US 2s. They're I don't remember how long they are, like 8 inches or so. I can't remember what it was.
Something like that.
And they're just, wow. They're so nice. I had been using just a pair that I think my mom had an old pair of size 2 straights, and so I was like, hey, can I have these? She was like, oh yeah, whatever. And they're fine, but these are just, they're so slick. It's just, it's amazing. So I want to hold this up. I'll show you guys what we're working with here. Oh my goodness, it is getting so big.
Yeah. It really is a throw now.
Yeah, it really is. So I think, honestly, after I get this squared off, I think maybe one more round and it'll be like a real throw. For real, you know? So, yeah, I'm super stoked. Because I think right now if I'm laying down and I put it over my legs, it goes up to about my waist. Or maybe my hips even. It doesn't quite go up, you know, super far, so. Yay! Oh, I love it so much. I started this in 2016.
Yeah?
Yeah, in January. January 1st, 2016 was when I started this, so. I wasn't even podcasting yet.
No, you weren't.
Yep, that's how long ago this was.
You saw this on a homespun house, didn't you?
Yes, well, a lot of podcasts at the time were doing this. So there was Homespun House had one, Danny of Little Bobbins. Actually, Danny's is the one I copied her the way she did hers. So I don't know if you can see. So these right here are my starting square. These guys right here. Yeah, so if you look, I don't know if you can talk. I can't see
in there.
Yeah, can you see how that makes a cross? Like it makes an X with the way that the diagonals go, and that's how she had done it, and I thought that was so cool. So I totally copied her, and I just think it's
so everything kind of goes down towards the center.
Yeah, and that's the.
So these 4 right here were your starting squares. Then?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And then you work out around from there.
Cool.
So yeah.
Those were my Green Bay Packers socks.
Yes, they were. Yes. Yep. That was the yellow was Knit Pick Stroll, and then the green was Barocco vintage.
It's a really cool green.
Not vintage, the alpaca. Ultrafine alpaca. That's what it was.
And what's really cool is I see a lot of colorways in here that we've dyed previously but haven't dyed in forever. And we go, oh man, we need to dye that up again.
I know. And some of these were even from swaps.
And then here's another pair of my socks.
Yep.
Yep.
Those are the Patton's Croix
socks
that I did for you.
What's really interesting is seeing the differences in the small differences in fingering weights, because some of these squares are definitely thicker and a little bit larger, but it's
Patton's Croix is it's a very heavy fingering weight. Exactly, and even the loft, the Brooklyn Tweed loft, it kind of made a very dense. Yeah,
it really did.
Square.
And then you can see some of them, like this one here, is
that was a sock blank.
Yep, it's really, really fine.
Yep.
Almost like a really heavy lace weight, you know. So that's really, really cool. Yeah, I love this thing. I've got to start one of these. You so should. I should do it in worsted. You should. You so should. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. That ended up reasonably quick. It would. I mean, it would. You should. Oh my gosh, that'd be fun. But yeah, I love working on this thing. It really makes me happy. We've been watching Netflix and I've just been working on this. So I love it.
Love it. So yay, that is my Cozy Memories blanket. Oh, I always like to show too that I have a little notebook that for this blanket only I keep track of. My other blanket, I have a crochet blanket that I don't bother with, but this is a really cute little journal that my best friend Stephanie got for me. I think it was my 18th birthday or 17th birthday. And so I keep track of all of the little squares that I put in there. And so I've just got a little bit of the yarn. As I went on, I put in less yarn and put in more on the page. So like that is what it ended up being, just to save space. But I would just put what the yarn is, like the company that dyed it, what colorway it is, and I also, if I used it in a project of my own, I put what project I used it in.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, or if it's from a swap, I put who sent it to me.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I really like having it.
There's a lot of yarn in there.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Oh, I forgot about that. You got me that flower. We should
so there's
see if you can show that.
A pressed flower. That was the first
you got me that
set of flowers I ever bought you when we first started dating.
Yep, from Horrocks. If you're any Lansing people, that's from Horrocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then those little petals too you got me for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Those are just tiny, tiny. But it was cool because they looked like speckles. That's why
they do.
Wanted to save them. I thought they were
Well, I think they painted them, you know, so that's really cool.
Yeah, so that is my Cozy Memories blanket journal. And yeah, so it's just nice to be able to go, oh, what colorway was that? And you can look it up if you want, you know.
Definitely. And if you ever run out of room, it's easy enough to transfer them to a larger journal. Too,
yes, exactly.
Because you used washi tape, it looked like, to secure most of this, most of the yarn.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I think that's all we've got for works in progress. And next we're going to move on to acquisitions. So acquisitions, we had some fun this weekend because we went to the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo, and oh my gosh, it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. So
cold, wet, rainy, windy.
And I don't know if you want to talk about
but it was fun.
But if you want to talk about the expo with our acquisitions, or if you want to save the expo for the end.
Well, we'll save the expo for the end.
Okay, so we'll just show you guys what we got then. And why don't you just start off with what you got?
Okay, so the first thing I bought there was from Woolly Women of Mid-Michigan. Was it Michigan or Mid-Michigan?
Here we go.
Mid-Michigan. So Woolly Women of Mid-Michigan.
And they don't have a website, but they do have an email right there. And I think they just do a lot of shows. Yeah,
probably. But this is cool. Awesome. Tons and tons of worsted weight yarn. This is 250 yards
of worsted.
Of 3-ply worsted. And we were trying to figure out whether this was mill spun or hand spun. You were saying it was mill spun, but I'm looking at it and I think maybe hand spun. When you look there, you know, there's...
my thought was that it's mill spun because of the sheer amount that they had, but I could be wrong.
But this is a mixture of BFL and NCC, which is North Country...
Cheviot. Yes, okay. Which I had never heard of. We actually asked. I went up to him, I was like, what is it? Because it just said NCC on it. I've heard of Cheviot, but not that specific breed.
So... yeah, 250 yards of this stuff.
It's very rustic. You want to talk rustic,
like I can scratch my arm with it.
You can, it's very rustic.
It is going to be mittens. Definitely mittens. Fingerless gloves. Probably fingerless gloves is the direction I'm going to go. This stuff is definitely going to stand up to abuse, I think.
Yes,
you know,
it really will, especially at a tight gauge.
Yep. And
so that thing was $14.
$14 for all this.
It's huge.
And I mean, they... From my understanding, they raised the sheep and
yeah, I think so. I believe so. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not. Don't quote me on it, but that was the way that I understood it. Was that they raised the sheep and spin the fiber, and so this is really cool to have fiber from sheep right in Michigan.
Yes. It's really cool.
Really looking forward to knitting this up. I'm gonna dye it, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to dye it. I'm thinking a really dark gray.
Yeah.
A really, really dark gray would look really cool on this, with maybe like some black speckles.
That would be cool.
Who knows? Who knows? But it's, I mean, shoot, it's so cool. Lots of worsted. So.
It's some sport weight there too.
There's the tag there. They did have some sport weight, and the sport weight I think was a little bit less expensive even.
I think so. Yeah, it was a good deal.
It was a really, really good deal. So. really, really excited about this stuff. Also, I got standing stones from Mint Rain hand-dyed yarns, and this is worsted as well. It's semi-solid, and this is just a cool colorway. It's so
That's
me.
you in a color, yeah.
Totally. And this is gonna be a hat. Gonna be another hat, absolutely. Just because you can't have too many hats, right? But look at that color. Look at that color.
I know, it's so pretty.
Is her logo.
And Caitlin's one of our buddies. She's right here in town in Midland.
Yep. And she's got, I believe she's got her own website. She's on Etsy as well. So Mint Rain hand-dyed yarns. You guys should definitely look her up. Take a look at what she's got. She's got some awesome yarns.
She's a lot of self-striping too.
Definitely. She's really good at the self-striping.
Yeah.
And she has knit samples for a lot of the stuff that she has. I don't know if she had one for this one, but she does have a lot of knit samples. So if you are curious to see how a lot of her colorways knit up, she does do that, which is pretty cool. And then there is her business card. So yeah, Standing Stones is an Outlander reference.
Yes.
I think she's a pretty big Outlander fan. She's got a lot of Outlander.
She has a lot of fandom stuff. So if you like Harry Potter, oh gosh, what else does she do? I can't even think off the top of my head right now. No, Harry Potter and Outlander, she's got a lot of, which is really cool. So
yeah.
It's really fun when you like a certain show or something like that, when you can get a yarn dyer that does a lot of that.
Definitely.
Harry Potter, yeah.
So what'd you get?
Well, in the vein of Mint Rain hand-dyed yarns, I got this little mini that is platform 9 3/4, and yeah, I wanna add this to my blanket. My I'll probably actually use it in both. I'll probably use it in my Cozy Memories and then my granny stripe blanket. So
very cool.
I just love it. And then let's see here. This, and I want to show her sister also was at her booth with her, and her sister is a bag maker, and she also makes really neat wood burned progress keepers, and she is on Etsy as well. It's anomalousmind.etsy.com.
She's a dyer as well too, isn't
yes,
she?
Yes. She's a yarn dyer. Oh my gosh, thank you for saying that. That totally escaped me, but yeah, she does beautiful yarn.
She does.
And you can find her on Etsy as well. So, and that's Kaylee. And then I got this. I'm so excited about this. So this is from our friends Danielle and Andrew, who have Iron Wheel Farms.
They are awesome people.
Oh my gosh, they are just the best. So that's their tag. And they are just north of us in Beaverton. It's like 20 minutes away. Not even, you know, it's, or maybe a little bit further, it's like half hour or so, but
yeah, half hour.
Yeah. I know, so pretty close. And I got this beautiful fiber, and this is from their own Fin Sheep. And this is a one-of-a-kind colorway, and these are just totally my colors. I love these like blue, pinks, and purples together. I love this color theme, so I cannot wait to knit with this. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm working on, I was gonna talk about this in spinning, but I'm planning a shift cowl and probably the night shift shawl as well. I know I can't make up my mind. I want to do both, and so I'm kind of planning that. So I'm just getting as much spinning done as I can so I can make one of those. So love that. So excited for that. And then I also got this super cute bag. And this is from Kim at Chasing Acorns. And I just thought this little dough bag was just so cute. So what I really like about Kim's bags, she has these little snaps on the bottom. So you can make it bigger on the bottom if you want. And I just think that's so neat. So, and it's also got a little carabiner on the side. And then she has these really cute little drawstrings. I love drawstring bags. So I was just really excited. And then the inside is green. So yeah, I'm so excited to have this bag. And then she gave us these cute little stitch markers. So this is the one I picked. It was a spinning wheel, and I don't have any spinning wheel progress keepers, so that's why I picked that one. And here is Kim's card. So she has an Etsy shop as well. That's Chasing Acorns. She's also on Instagram as Chasing Acorns as well. So that is it for what we bought. And then we were given a few things. We were given a few things.
We saw a lot of you guys.
Wow.
And
it was awesome.
We were really happy to meet everybody. We were really happy to see everybody. And
it was wonderful.
couple of people came bearing gifts, which
yes,
was
it was
awesome.
so sweet. So,
Obviously not expected, but
no, not at all.
We
Definitely.
definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. So first we got from Candy, who has Queen Figures fiber coat, and check out this tag. It is so dang cute.
It is cute.
Oh, I love that. It's so cute. And how beautiful is this yarn?
And she dyed that.
Yes, this is her yarn, her hand-dyed yarn company. And she's on Etsy as well, and it's called I Dream in Vintage Fall. I love it. I love this so much. So this is a fingering weight 75/25 superwash merino, and it's just so pretty. So this was for a giveaway. So
really,
yeah, so this will probably go in the fall.
Really cool of her
the fall
to do that.
So thank you so much, Candy. We were so excited. It's just so pretty. We got to meet her daughter as well, so it was exciting.
Absolutely. And I mean, you just look at the colors in here. Awesome choices.
I know it.
You've got like burnt oranges and yellows, golds. You got some purple, some almost like a sky blue in here. And the way that the sky blue mixes with that purple is awesome, because it turns into like a dusky, almost like a dusky purple right there. So yeah, really, really well dyed. Look at that. So, and then you've got like little splashes of green in there too.
It's like every little turn there's a surprise.
Yeah. It looks
so
really, really nice.
And last time I checked on her Etsy shop, she has this colorway. So go give her a look. It's Queen Figures Fiber Co. So,
yep. So she's on Etsy?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Yep, she's on Etsy.
That's really cool. Thank you so much, Candy. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So that was from Candy, and then, I love this. Miss Diana, she came up to me and she said, I have something I want to give you. And so she gives this to me, and it's a little chapstick holder that she crocheted. And I was so thankful for this, because I have a million sticks of chapstick and I lose them.
Always lose them.
All the time. All the time. So this, she said it can go right on my my key ring. So I'm so excited about this.
It's definitely
I love it. And it's just, the colors are too darn cute too.
They are.
They're so me. So thank you so much, Diana. I cannot wait to start using this now. It's just so cute. So that just made my day. So sweet. And then, oh my goodness, this was such a surprise.
This is awesome.
So we're shopping, and then we're walking around, you know, whatever, and then all of a sudden we hear someone go, oh, there you guys are. I was looking for you. So this is Miss Lydia, and she comes up to us and she says, you know, I was on my way home and I was hoping I'd run into you guys, and so I turned around and I thought I'd come back just in case I would see you. And she goes, I was going out to the bathroom. There was like a separate like building for the bathrooms. She said, and right outside the bathroom were 3 big bags of spinning fiber that said for free to get home. And she said she thought of me. I was like, oh my God, I was like floored, okay? She's like, I wanted to see if you wanted any. I was like, oh my God. So we go out to her car, and she just got, it's literally this huge garbage bag just full
massive.
Of spinning fiber. And she's
like
like
a 50-gallon bag.
Yeah, she's like, just take what you want. I'm like, oh. I was like starstruck. So I like grabbed one of these little balls, little, they're huge. I just like grabbed one, she's like, grab more. She's like, it didn't cost me anything, you know? So I ended up taking these 3 guys. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do one of every color.
Oh yeah.
And this one for sure says it's Shetland. I'm assuming that's what these are as well, but I don't know. We're not sure. There was nothing in there. But you know how I was talking about how I wanted to practice my woolen spun spinning? This is gonna be perfect. Because this is definitely carded. So I am really, really excited to practice that. So Lydia, thank you again. That was the sweetest thing ever. I've never spun with Shetland either, so I'm really excited to try that out. And I just couldn't believe that. So that was just the coolest surprise ever. So
it was.
Thank you so much. So yeah, that's all we've got for acquisitions.
We were pretty good.
Yeah, we were all pretty well behaved.
We were.
So that was nice, but definitely still did some damage. But we actually had more fun talking to you guys, so.
Definitely.
But all right, now we'll move on to spinning. I'll show you guys what I've got going on. Okay, so for the spinning that I've been working on, I'm so excited about this. This is what I got done last week. I filled an entire bobbin, and this is from Ice Melon Stash, which is Dana, and she was at the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo as well. And this is her Pleased as Patina colorway. And I am in love with this colorway. Oh my word, I love this thing so much. And I'm going for a worsted weight. I am doing the short backwards draft with letting the twist in to try to get a more lofty yarn. And this is all I've got left. So I've almost got another bobbin completely full, and then I've just got this one left, and then it'll be done. So I cannot wait. I'm hoping I can work on this a little bit today. And oh, I'm just so excited to have that, because that's gonna go in my shift cowl too, so definitely. Can't wait. So yeah, I have a Ashford Kiwi 2, and I adore it, and I love it. And yeah, that is it that I've got for, I'm going for a worsted weight, I think I said that, and it's gonna be a 2-ply. So I think that's all I've got to say about my spinning. Next we'll go into shop update. Okay, so next up is shop update. We are going to be having a shop update this Friday, November 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern, just like we do every week. That's when we have our updates, is every Friday at 6. So our shop can be found at thewoolenhomestead.etsy.com, and you'll find a link below in the description box if you want to go check it out. And now we're going to show you guys what we do have in the shop currently. So if you don't want to wait for the shop update, we've got some stuff for you right now.
Absolutely.
So what's our first color?
We got sock yarn in the shop. We actually don't have any DK this week. Well, we got one DK. We got one DK. I lied to you. That's the trick part of trick or treat. This is chrysalis, and this is a really, really cool fingering weight yarn. This makes some awesome socks. I actually have thought about stealing a skein from the shop and making myself some socks with it.
I know, I really want to.
This is like a nice green with gold speckles in there, and I love these gold speckles. They're like a rust gold.
They are.
And it's got some pink and some blue speckled throughout, and it goes from like speckles to streaks, which is, I think, is really, really cool the way that works. And the deep greens in there are my favorite. This is like, I can never decide. I can never decide what my favorite shade of green is, because I always go between like a bright emeraldish green on something like this to like a darker forest type of green too. Like I can never decide which green's my favorite, but when I look at it in the skein, especially with the gold speckles, I tend to really like the bright green, because I think the gold speckles and the bright green really play really, really well together. So the next one we have, and this will be the last time
yes, this will not be dyed again.
Nope.
Well, for this year.
For this year, anyway. This is pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
And this is like a semi-solid orange, and it's got some really bright orange, and it'll fade out to a nice, like a muted orange, and then back to a bright orange. It's really cool, the depth that this color ends up getting. This works really, really well as a tonal with a bunch of other colors as well. I mean, you can even pair it with something like chrysalis. And I mean, that's would work.
Cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fall color.
Exactly. It can just be a, it's a really good contrast.
This is
Gemstone.
Yeah. You renamed this one.
Yes. I wasn't feeling twist and shout anymore, so I went with Gemstone.
And this is blues and purples and reds and
this is a one-of-a-kind.
Greens. It is a one-of-a-kind. So this one, I can't even make this one again if I tried, because I didn't write the recipe down.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it is. And there's a lot of different colors in there to look at. You know, it's one of those skeins of yarn where you just don't really notice the extra colors at first. You kind of keep looking at the yarn and you go, oh yeah, I didn't even see that before. So that's one of my favorite things about this yarn. This would make a really cool shawl, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I was thinking pair of socks, but shawl would be super cool. I also feel like it kind of goes with chrysalis.
It does. It kind of does. These two together?
Yeah.
I
Fun brioche.
That. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of contrast.
Yep.
So.
Like it.
Let's see, what else do we have? This is jack-o'-lantern. This will be another one that is going to be retired until next year for obvious reasons. And this is a bright orange with lighter orange spots, just kind of like you would see on a pumpkin, where you've got bright orange and you get lighter orange spots on a pumpkin, especially along there's got to be a term for it, but the lines going down the pumpkin. And I've very, very sparingly put some green in there too, kind of to replicate the amount of green in a stalk on a pumpkin, as opposed to like just speckling it all the way throughout and making it really heavy. So there's more of a black speckle on there
Yeah.
than there is of a green speckle.
I saw on Ravelry last night, I was looking through, because we have our yarns, you can tag our yarns on Ravelry. I don't have all of the bases up, I realized, but I was looking at this because we have the sturdy sock base up there, and I was seeing what projects have been knit with it, and I saw some socks with those on there, with that colorway, and it's really cool.
They're turning out really awesome.
Yeah, I really liked it.
And then we also have both of these. This is...
And those are the last of each.
They are the last of each. Corn Maze on the top and Vintage Blue Jean on the bottom. And the reason I show them together is because they go so well together.
It's
your
favorite college team.
But even if you're not knitting U of M stuff, I mean, they still go really well together just based on complementary colors. It's, you know, they work really well, especially in color work. I think that would work really well. But these are both just tonals. You got a dark blue tonal over here, and then a really bright sunny yellow up here. So Corn Maze on the top and Vintage Blue Jean on the bottom. Next, this is all we've got for DK in the shop, but I think it's a really, really cool color. This is Sweet Pea, and this is like a dusky purple red over top of like a mint green, and the mint green is really, really light on the mint. It almost looks
very faint.
Yeah, it almost looks like a gray, to be honest, but it is in fact a mint green. This would make a really cool pair of mittens. It would make a good hat. And then I really like this.
And this is also a one of a kind.
This is also a one of a kind. Yep, that is correct. We also have Butterscotch. And this is a bright, bright sunny yellow with like really, really, really dark, almost black speckles. They're actually brown, but they are like a really, really dark brown speckling. And I really like this one. It's warm. It kind of reminds me of like Christmas. You know, my mom's made toffee before. Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, I always think of it. See, when I see it, I see fall still. I see, like we were talking last time, like Indian corn. That's totally what I see when I look at it.
Yeah,
it's it can go either way. Go, holiday, or it can go harvest.
Definitely. And then we also have your firework. And then this is on a very, very light gray base. And I've mentioned before that it's it almost looks white until you actually put white next to it, and then you can kind of see that it's darker. And it's got bright purple and bright pink speckles throughout, and this would make an awesome pair of socks, I think, for sure. And this is on our sturdy sock base, obviously. So
it also look really good in a fade.
It would, yeah. Yep, definitely. So that is what's currently stocked in the shop, and then our next shop update, like we mentioned earlier, will be on Friday, November 2nd. Friday, November 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time or Savings Time?
No, it's still daylight because Savings is Sunday.
It is. Okay, so it will be on 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And I'm going to be dyeing up a bunch of Christmas yarn. All of the Christmas colorways this week. So and I'll be dyeing up. I'll also be dyeing up some more kits.
Ode to Autumn shawl.
Ode to Autumn shawl.
Yeah, so it's released tomorrow. So go get your pattern tomorrow, and then we'll have kits available. So these are in the exact colors that she knit hers out of. So,
and these went pretty quick. We're
out of them right now
already. So
we're gonna dye some more.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll definitely have some more kits for you guys. So. All right, and that's out of DK, just as a heads up. I don't know if we discussed that either. So it's out of DK, so it's 3 skeins. It's 2 of the main color and then 1 of the contrast. So,
definitely.
All right, so yeah, I think that's it for shop update. And next we're gonna move on to life stuff. Okay, so next up is life stuff. This is where we talk about anything that's been going on in our lives and what we've been doing for the last week. So, the biggie was the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo this last Saturday. And that was on the 27th. We planned to get down there earlier, but we had a bit of a snafu.
I can't.
With the car. Because I was...
Okay, well, people are going to start thinking that we have piece of crap cars, and we don't. We actually have nice cars.
We just have really bad luck.
Yeah.
And we were, Lacey and I were chatting outside when we were there. She was like, man, you guys just have such bad luck. Because we talked about that before on the podcast. Like, we just have really bad luck whenever we're trying to go somewhere.
Yeah,
Like,
well, the
camping.
Ann Arbor Fiber Festival this year.
It ice stormed.
It ice stormed. How does that
In the
happen?
spring,
And then a
there's
tree
two of
fell
them,
on our
yeah.
neighbor's garage. Our tree fell on our neighbor's garage. What else happened? Camping. Our truck died on the way to camp. The old truck died on the way to camping.
I was sick for the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo a couple of years ago. I wasn't able to go.
Yep.
I thought I was going to be sick this year too. I ended up, I really wasn't feeling very good that morning. I was really, really sluggish. I was worried it was going to get worse, and I was able to stave it off. I've been in such a limbo with this dang cold over the last like 3 weeks.
It's one of those that just doesn't let go.
Yeah, and like I haven't gotten it as bad as you and your family did, but like, oh my gosh, like I think
I caught it from my brother.
Yeah.
And then just on the basis of hanging out and, you know, I've been helping him work on his car a lot lately, and, you know, just being around it. It's been, you know, he infected me. And and
I've managed to kind of keep it at bay, but it's just been, I've been struggling to keep it at bay, but I've just been down in the orange juice. I've been drinking that echinacea tea and.
Well, we had gone to Jay's Sporting Goods to grab a new carry gun for me, and that one, and the lady at the checkout, she had the exact same thing. I could tell she had the same thing. She was like coughing and, you know, sniffling and everything else. I'm like, I feel you. I know exactly how you're feeling right now.
You were still going through it at that time,
at the exact same time. It's just really contagious, I think.
I think
it is. You know, especially in the very, very early stages. It's very contagious. Because it seems like in the later, like right now, there's no way we're still contagious. No way whatsoever. Like if you're at the Fiber Festival, don't worry, we're not contagious anymore.
No.
But
because mine never even came to anything. It was just I had like total exhaustion. Like I was telling the girls earlier that day, I was getting ready to go, and I just like had to lay down. Like I just like. It was just nuts. I had no energy. And then even afterwards, because, you know, there's a lot of socializing and stuff. You know, you're kind of just so excited and you see everyone. And I fell asleep on the way home in the car.
Did.
I was just like, and
I was like, please don't fall. So I turned on my audiobook because I was afraid that I was going to fall asleep because we were both just tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we went down there, we went to drop off some orders or something. Too. Yeah. Before we went down there, I think we went off to drop some orders off at the post office or something, and our low tire pressure light came on. And so I don't know. I got to look at the low tire pressure light. I don't know whether I'm going to have to check for screws in the tires.
Yeah.
We'll see. I've had people...
it's happened to us a lot, too.
Yeah. Well, part of the problem is, and I'm really good about checking now, I go out hunting, and sometimes people put screws underneath my tires out in state land. You know, people that don't agree with it is, but it happens. I found it a couple of times.
Yeah.
And so you just have to check your tires when you go out there. People don't agree with it. They don't really understand the whole process, and so they go kind of to extreme lengths, and that's happened a couple of times. So I'm gonna have to check and make sure that nobody puts screws under my tires.
Can we talk about the fact that at the Fiber Expo there was a gun show going on?
There was! That was so cool. There was a gun show going on next door, and I was like, they should market it, because all of the husbands would totally go. And, you know, ladies, honestly, you know, if you brought your husband to a gun show next door, and then you bought yarn, if they're spending $500 on a new rifle, a new hunting rifle.
Yes, that was what we were talking about with Jessica.
Yep.
That was so perfect. Yes, it's so true.
So,
if they get to spend that much on a gun, then you can spend that much on your yarn.
I'm telling you.
It's like a win-win.
It is a win-win.
Yeah, so they should, I hope they do that again, because we never actually got to go over there.
Right, we didn't. Well, I think it closed at like 3 or 4 p.m. or something like that, and, you know, we were already doing our meet and greet at that point. I never got to go over there, and frankly, probably good that I didn't go over there, because we were fixing up, you know, we got to fix up the truck, and we'll quite possibly put new tires on the car. We'll see, or patch them at least.
Something fun.
But it was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. It was such a great show. You guys made us feel like celebrities.
You did.
It was the coolest feeling ever. Like, we've never obviously had that feeling before. Like, it was so cool, like, and trippy to have so many people that knew who we were, but we didn't know who you were.
Right.
That was so cool. It wasn't weird at all. I loved it.
Not weird at all. I totally loved it.
I loved it. It was so fun and like re-energizing just to know there were so many people that liked what we do. It really, really made us feel good, and it also was just kind of like an encouragement to keep going.
Right. It kind of reaffirms, you know, what you're doing, that people like what you're doing.
So it made our day that you guys came up and said hi.
So yeah, we got there at the Fiber Festival, and we went into one of the buildings, Building D, I think it was, and we looked at Caitlin's setup and talked with Caitlin for a little while. Caitlin and Mint Rain Hand Dyed Yarns.
Yes, because we'd never been there. It was our first time, so we were just kind of getting acclimated, seeing what was going on.
And right after we exited Caitlin's booth, our first viewer came up and said hi. It was Jenny.
Yes.
So hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny. That was so
totally
sweet.
Happy to see you. And actually, that honestly set the tone, I think, for the whole rest of the day for us. Like, it totally set us up for the whole rest of the day to be in like a great mood. We were so excited.
Seriously, like I said, you guys made us feel like celebrities. It was the coolest feeling
we
ever.
didn't know whether anybody was going to show up.
Honestly,
or not.
I didn't
We've been
think
talking about
I didn't expect anybody to know who we were. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I didn't either.
We're just a little podcast in Midland. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
and so we didn't really think anybody was going to show up. And then immediately after we come out of Caitlin's booth,
to be recognized. That was the coolest feeling ever.
It was really like reaffirming for us doing what we're doing. So thanks again, Jenny. It really kind of made a big impact for us.
Yeah, it really did.
Especially, you know, like right after. So definitely we're pumped about
and
that.
then it was so cool. Like, we just were walking around and people would stop us and say hi, and like they knew who we were, and it was the best.
Definitely. So the first thing we did after we went out of Caitlin's booth and we met Jenny, we went to find the bathrooms because it had been a 2-hour drive.
It's pretty important to find the bathroom.
Yeah, and we were full of McDonald's coffee, decaf, but coffee nonetheless.
Yes.
And so we went to find the bathrooms, and then once we actually came out of the bathrooms, we found... Candy and her daughter Hannah found us, and they were the ones that gave us the Queen Big Ears yarn. So that was really
and we got to say hi to their friend Pam.
Yes, we did.
That was cool. We did a video, so that was cool. So hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam. That was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And then let's see who else. I wrote down everybody that we saw because I didn't want to forget anybody.
Yeah.
And I still might have. So if I forgot you, I am totally sorry. It's just we saw so many people there. That
we saw Lacey pretty soon after that. Yep.
Saw Lacey from
Hooked on Owls.
And Lacey's over in the Thumb, which in Michigan, I mean, you know, it's over there. Well, actually, I think we determined that because our little screen monitor's facing. I think it has to be this way. Anyway, Lacey's up in this area. So she's got a podcast, Hooked on Owls. You guys need to go watch that. She's really, really entertaining.
Yes.
And she's at a lot of the fiber festivals too. She's really, really cool to talk to.
She does designing, and she's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. We also saw Shayna.
Yeah, Shayna. We're not sure how to pronounce it, but yep. Lucky Girl Yarn. Yep. So that was really cool. She had the cutest buffalo plaid hat.
Yes.
I believe she said she designed it.
Did she really?
Cool. Yeah.
That's so cool. And I think it was her and her husband.
Yes. Yep.
Were there. So that was awesome. Thanks.
And for those of you who don't know what buffalo plaid is.
It's
that.
Yeah, which is the best plaid.
It is the
best. We saw Crystal, we saw Stacy, and then we saw Diana. She gave you the chapstick holder.
Yes.
She made the crocheted chapstick holder.
Sweet.
We saw Luann and her husband, which was awesome. Luann clued me into doing the Eye of the Partridge heel for socks because we all know that the socks that I have on the needles, Blueberry Crumb Cake, are my nemesis. There's so much my nemesis that I haven't shown them off in the podcast because I haven't worked on them in 3 months.
I kind of forgot about them, actually.
I haven't. I think about them every day. I think about them multiple times a day.
Because they really are your arch nemesis, aren't they?
Oh my god! My arch nemesis! Yep. Yes!
Love it.
That was crisp. Okay.
Very crisp.
We saw Jessica.
Yes.
And we saw Melissa.
We saw Katie, my friend Katie from Lansing. She, I knew her before I ever was in the fiber arts, before she was in the fiber arts. It was so trippy because she was one of my friends there, and then one day I found out that she started spinning, and so we kind of like just got to talking about that, and so she said she was going to be at the Fiber Expo, so
cool.
That was so awesome.
We saw Denise and Hannah. I think her daughter's name was Hannah. If if your daughter's name was Anna, we heard it incorrectly. We were actually talking about that when we left. Did she say Hannah or Anna? So,
or we could be completely wrong.
We could be completely wrong. That happens often.
Yes.
And then we saw Lydia, who gave us the free spinning fiber, which was awesome. Lydia was so sweet.
That was so sweet.
We saw, I said Melissa, Hannah R.
We saw Jan from AVI Designs. She designed the Leaves for All Seasons.
Yeah, we saw her. She during the meet and greet.
And her
she
mom
came up. Yep.
Yep. So that was really cool.
We just saw so many people. It was so cool.
Kathleen and her husband.
Yep. They stopped by for the meet and greet as well.
Yeah. So that was cool.
So thank you so much. And these are just the people that we like wrote down real quick, and we're not. And I'm sure that we're forgetting some people.
Yeah, so we're really sorry if we did
really
forget.
Sorry. It's not because you weren't memorable.
Yes.
I know that's how it sounds, but it's
not.
It's not.
All.
It's just we saw so many people. We were so happy that everybody came out to us.
Cool.
Made our
like
day.
A high. Yeah.
We were. Yeah, it totally made our day.
Seriously,
we got pictures
so
with
special.
We got pictures with a bunch of you guys. So.
Yep. And then we post them on Instagram, as many as we could.
Yep.
So. I think
the
Benny
dog wants in.
So Ella is up here, so you may hear dog noises.
You will.
Oh, Benny's up here too. I didn't realize
They're
Benny was
up here.
Benny's so quiet. Ella is not.
No, she's not. She's a cow.
She's a cow. She's the one that has hound in her. She's the one, if you watched my Instagram stories, that ate 2 sticks of butter.
2 sticks of butter.
Wrappers included.
Yeah.
She's fine.
And it's funny that she's begging to go outside. She wants to go out chase squirrels.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's kind of funny that she ate 2 sticks of butter.
It's very coincidental.
Because shortly before we got married, you had
this
a weird
dream.
What probably happened was you probably ate something weird before bed.
Every time I ate before bed, I
get really weird dreams too. I think we all have.
Okay, but I feel like I get weird.
Like Twilight Zone.
Weird
Twilight Zone weird.
Like,
what was your weird dream? What was your weird dream?
Here's
how you know it was right before we got married.
Yes, it was right before we got married. I think we were wedding planning still.
Yes.
I had a dream that I married my dog. And then her bouquet was a stick of butter. Because she always eats just random stuff. I think she's eaten a stick of butter before even.
Probably.
And so weird.
It is weird.
But I totally dreamed this. I have no idea why.
It wasn't a nightmare.
No, it wasn't
a nightmare.
So funny.
I had a dream right before we got married that I married the wrong person, like the completely wrong person, that I was at the wrong wedding, and I somehow didn't realize that I was at the wrong wedding until it was the best man giving his speech, and the best man turned and looked at me, he's like, wait a minute, who are you?
I know this story. That's so funny. Oh, I love it.
Yep. Which I think is still a little less weird than marrying your dog, but
it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
So fun fact, I had a dream that I married my dog.
That would be a really, really
fun. She had like a little veil on too when she was walking on her hind legs.
Oh god, I didn't know that part. Like, was she like
straight up like the little guy from Hercules, Danny DeVito. What's his name?
Phil.
Phil, yeah.
So she wasn't even coordinated. She was just like kind of stumbling. Oh god, this is probably way funnier to us than it is to you because we live with the dog, and the dog
She's just so funny.
She is. So
that dog, because she's blue tick coonhound and lab, and some other they didn't know. We did a DNA test on her, and there's another portion of her that we don't know. But it's more hound. It's got to be more hound.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So yeah. Anyway, now you know how weird we are. That just scratches the surface. By the way.
I have really weird dreams. And I wake up and I'm like, you gotta hear this.
Yeah, well,
it's usually after we have like Taco Bell before I go to bed.
Yeah, you'll wake up and you'll go, well, no more taquitos before bed.
Seriously.
For a while.
Yeah, taquitos, no.
But anyway, the Ann Arbor Fiber Festival, we totally were excited to see you guys.
How the heck did we get on that
because the dog was trying to get in and we started talking about the dog. But...
Oh, God.
It's too bad we can't take her to a fiber festival. She'd go nuts.
I know that my best friend Stephanie is watching this right now, just like crying, her eyes out with laughter right now.
So she probably dealt with it. I'm sure, Stephanie. I'm sure you've dealt with her
weird little
sleepwalking habits that she has. where
my roommate in college.
she gets up in the middle of the night and turns the light on and tells you it's time to go. She did that to me one time. I don't know whether we told.
I think we talked about it on the live podcast.
We might have talked about it on the live podcast. She'll do this thing once in a while where she'll get up in the middle of the night, sleepwalk over the door.
This is when I'm really overly tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen super often. But you'll flip the light on and stare at me and go, it's time to go.
Like deadpan. I'm
completely
like,
deadpan, devoid of emotion whatsoever. And the first time it happened, we'd only been together for a couple of months. And
not very long, yeah. We were not together for very long.
Yeah. Every prayer I ever
knew what you were getting into.
To recite. Almost called, you know, a priest over. But, yeah, so that was... We gotta talk about some of the weird stuff I do, because I feel like it's kind of unfair. What are some of the
You don't do anything weird, I don't know.
I don't really do anything weird.
Oh, we give our dogs voices, but a lot of people do that. I was hearing that on inside number 23. She was talking about she'll give her dog voices. I was like, oh my god, we do the same thing.
And
who doesn't do that though?
Yeah.
But it's just too funny.
I think every pet owner anthropomorphizes their pet.
Oh yeah.
To some degree or
especially
another.
when you don't have kids, like.
Yeah, especially when you don't have kids.
It's just too funny.
It gets pretty quiet otherwise.
But yeah, you don't really do anything weird. I think I just have really weird ass dreams, like just weird. Yeah. It's like I said, it's when I've eaten something.
I kind of don't, do I?
It's like you don't sleepwalk.
No, I don't sleepwalk.
No, that's all me.
I don't really snore a whole lot.
No.
No, just you. You're just weird.
It's just me.
I'm normal and you're weird. That's the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
We balance each other out.
Yin and yang.
Yep.
Really, I don't think you do anything weird.
I don't.
I can't think of anything weird that you've done. But, yeah, so if I eat something, just, like, fast food, like, one time we had, like, Rally's fries or something, and just weird dreams. I can't remember. There was a recent one, but I don't remember what happened.
Yeah. So what else did we do? Oh, we saw Angora bunnies at the
and llamas. Yeah, we should get back to the festival. Let's just...
Our transitions aren't very smooth in life stuff.
We're working on it.
No, we're not. That's a complete and total lie. Why do you lie to the people? We don't work on it. We don't even... We talk about working on it.
That's what you get.
What you see is what you get.
Oh, man.
But we did see Angora bunnies.
Yes, we did.
Lots of Angora bunnies, and in fact, they were for sale.
Yes, they were.
We should have bought one.
No, we should not have. That would not go well with the hound dog.
Would have had a really good time.
Would not have gone well with the hound dog.
But anyway,
God, can you
there was a ton of people there. There was a ton of people at the Ann Arbor Fiber.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a bus. We were told a bus with 80 knitters shipped in.
Yep.
From like Chicago. Well, busted. Fine, busted. Well, what else do you say?
On them and ship them on over.
I'm sure kind of what happened. But there was like 80 of them. And, man, wouldn't it be cool if some of them were watching the podcast?
I know. That'd be so cool. It was a Knitters Guild.
It was a Knitters Guild. And there was like 80 of them, we were told. And it was, all of a sudden, the whole place got busy.
Yeah.
And we were told they were going to Spun in Ann Arbor, which is a yarn shop, and I was like,
cool.
I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me!
They have to go in shifts because it's just a small little yarn shop.
Yeah, the whole shop is like,
it's a
probably. I mean, realistically, the whole shop is probably 40 feet by like 20 feet wide, and it's a great shop. If you guys are ever in Ann Arbor, you have to stop there. It is awesome, and it's in it's in like this shopping center place, and it's upstairs in kind of like a loft type of area.
So cool.
And they've got,
I want to go back
in the actual shopping center, they got like a place that like sells oils, and then there's like a market downstairs.
Yeah, like a little bodega to get food,
cool.
And yeah, it's awesome.
And then at 3 o'clock we went to see Caitlin.
Yep, we did our meet and greet.
Which was really, really fun.
Yes, it was.
Although we honestly met most of the people just walking around.
Yeah, we did. That was great. We gave out buttons, and that was so much fun.
So the goal for next year at the Michigan Fiber Festival.
We met Stacy. I think we did say Stacy, but I didn't put two and together. Stacy from Stress Knits.
Yep.
She's got a podcast. Go check her out. But yeah, when we said Stacy, I wasn't thinking Stacy, but yeah, we got to see. And her little baby Eliza was there. She was so
congratulations.
Cute. Yes, and her mom was there. Yes, congratulations. Yep. And so that was cool. But yeah, we had just met so many people. It was awesome.
There were a lot of lot of the sellers that we see there.
I thought of something weird that you did.
What?
You almost hit that lady in the face.
Oh my god, I did. Kim's friend. What was her name? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Her name?
I don't think we ever found out their names, but they were chatting with Kim.
I almost decked one of Kim's friends from Kim from Chasing Acorns. I almost decked one of her friends right in the face trying to take a picture. I was looking at the phone screen, and if she watches this, I apologize again. I was looking at the phone screen because I had it faced around, and so I'm going like this, and all of a sudden I go, what? And it was honestly like within an inch of blackening this poor girl's eye. I would have felt so bad. But yeah, I did. I totally did do that.
Yes, I got one.
Feel vindicated now. But so yeah, definitely apologize for that. It was one of those like awkward laughs.
It's not weird at all. It was just an accident.
It was.
But it's all I got. That's all I got.
What else? No, I've done plenty of weird stuff. It's just not coming to us at the moment.
We'll bring it. We'll bring it back.
Mm-hmm. I have a history of doing weird stuff, I'm sure. As a kid, I used to be afraid of grass.
Oh yeah, I had no idea.
Terrified of grass. Yep.
All right, this is getting better.
Terrified of grass.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, I don't know why that was.
I'm
allergic to it.
Oh, I was gonna say
if my bare skin's on it for too long, I start itching really bad and I break out. But other than that,
I don't think you're gonna top
the cruelty.
Mary.
I'll bet you that was the only problem as a kid. I just got itchy and I knew. And here they are, here, roll in the grass, kiddo. And I was just like, no. But anyway, had a great time. Had a lot of fun talking with Caitlin and her sister.
Yep, that was so fun.
And what's her sister's nickname?
Kaylee.
Hers, Katie?
Kaylee.
Kaylee.
Yep.
Kaylee. Okay.
Kaylee's her name. Caroline is her name on her business card, but she goes by Kaylee.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. So, what else has been going on this week? Fixing up the truck.
Yes. You got...
The truck is...
The truck tried to
almost
kill
done.
you. Or at least give you a black eye.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so this truck has been just a series of never-ending frustrations up to this point. Once I get it fixed, it's, knock on wood, it's going to be completely fine. The truck's a great truck. It's just, you know, we bought it used, and the thing is, unless it's a really nice vehicle that's being traded in on a lease or something like that, nobody gets rid of a vehicle. Nobody gets rid of a great vehicle that doesn't need anything for a good price. It just doesn't happen. You know, there's only a couple of, if you buy a used vehicle, there's only a couple of reasons that someone gets rid of a used vehicle, and that's because either they can't afford it anymore. In other words, these are the common reasons. Either they can't afford it anymore and they can't afford the payments, which means that there's still money left on it that you have to pay off. So it's not going to be at a reasonable price. That they are trading in on a lease, and a dealership selling it at a lease price, which generally you can get decent prices on, which is what I think we happened with the Fiesta that we have, because we got a great price on the Fiesta and it had hardly any miles on it and it was a clean green title and everything. And then another reason is it needs repairs that they either don't want to pay for or they don't know how to do.
Ding, 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 ding,
I think that in this case it needed repairs that they didn't know how to do, because the repairs aren't expensive.
Right.
The repairs aren't indicative of a car that is not worth repairing. Like, they're totally worth repairing. The truck is a phenomenal truck, especially for the price. Like, what we paid for the truck, we should have paid triple for.
Yeah.
Well, not triple, double. Probably double. We should have paid double for, especially with the condition. You know, it's a great, but it just needed a couple of repairs, and I think the guy that we bought it from just wanted a newer vehicle.
Yeah.
He just wanted a newer vehicle and didn't know how to do the repairs himself, because we were quoted a very expensive price for the repairs, and for me to do the repairs, it's next to nothing because I know how to do it.
Yes, thank God. Oh my gosh.
But it's an in-depth process that takes a lot of time, especially when you're doing brake components, because, you know, you're dealing with hydraulics, so this is pressure, and brakes develop a ton of pressure. And so I've just been taking my time with it. Well, when was that? A couple of days ago, I was underneath the vehicle, and there's a little mount on the axle where the shock absorber mounts to, and I rolled over and smashed my eye into it. And my eye was swollen. Honestly, I have no idea why I don't have a black eye.
I know. I'm like, because it was really swollen that day.
It was swollen. It was starting to swell shut. Like I could hardly see out of it.
Yeah, and you had a big old like goose egg right over there.
I don't know why it's not black. I don't know why.
It looks like it's a little bruised, but it's...
Yeah, it feels bruised.
Yeah.
But
I was expecting it to be... And what were you going to tell everybody?
That you started beating me.
Yeah, because why?
Because I didn't dye enough yarn.
No, I thought you said it was because I couldn't buy enough. Because I didn't...
Oh, because you couldn't buy enough yarn on the... Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what he was going to tell everyone.
I need support. But... Anyway, she doesn't beat me, obviously.
Never.
The dog does once in a while. Dang.
Oh my gosh, those dogs.
Okay, side note about the dogs. You know what I'm going to say.
I do know exactly what you're going to
the
say.
The dogs step on me right in the family jewels, right in the clackers, every single time. They find them. And they jump up and they drive their paws right between my legs, and I don't understand it. It's like they find them. And I'm sitting
like
on the couch.
When you're laying on the bed or on the couch.
Or on the couch or whatever. And anything happens, they jump right up and smash.
Benny even does it when you come home.
Yep.
And he'll just slap you.
Nut taps me every single time.
We're convinced it's because they don't want us to have children.
So I literally, I don't even think about it anymore. I put my hands in front of my legs just because like I know that I'm going to get tapped otherwise. And for the gentlemen watching out there, you know the amount of pain that can inflict. It doesn't even have to be like I'm telling you, just it's the worst pain in the world. So yeah, that...
Poor thing.
How did we even get... Oh yeah, I was saying the dog abused.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, both of them do.
They do, man. They really do.
They beat up on me bad. So the truck, so we should have the truck done today. All I have to do is bleed the brakes. It's a brakes are a closed circuit system with hydraulic fluid, and like I was explaining last week, you guys are getting a little education on cars every week. Fluid resists compression very, very well, which was why hydraulics work the way they do, whereas air does not. And so if you have air in the system, you get a spongy pedal because it's compressing the air before it compresses the fluid. So I got to bleed all the air out of the system, and then I can put the truck back together and actually drive it.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a bit.
It's been a couple of weeks, yep. But you know, with dyeing yarn and the festival and everything else, I haven't had time to just work on it
and you were running into a lot of troubles with the different like bolts and stuff and trying to get them. Yeah, it was a headache. And then your brother's car was having trouble. You were helping him out. So yeah, it's been.
In fact, I stripped out the last fitting that I had on there, and I had to go buy another fitting. Finally got it installed last night. So
yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Well, work always, but and then I've been getting ready for my Advent swap. I'm going to be shipping that out tomorrow. And tomorrow, my mom and I are going to see Carrie. So Carrie, who we always talk about with our mitten Knitalong, she's my wool mitten. She lives not too far from us, and me and my mom are going to go visit her. We've been trying to get this set up for like years now, her and I. Like, we just hasn't been working. We had something set up before, and then we had bad weather. So we're finally making this happen. We're so excited. She's got a sheep farm, and I'm so excited to go visit the sheep, and I'll get some vlog footage. And she's got a podcast too. It's called My Wool Mitten. So you can go learn about, you know, what it's like to live on a farm and have sheep and everything, the real deal of it. So can't wait to go out there and probably do some knitting, maybe some spinning, and just have a day. So I'm doing that tomorrow. Cannot wait.
And I'm probably not going to be going just because I'm going to be working on dyeing yarn and
because we got a lot. We have a lot to get done.
Yeah, well, and I need to, at some point, I need to work up some loads for my 44 Magnum.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm using for hunting deer this year, and I have not worked up loads for it, so at some point. So so you're just going out there to see the farm and hang out?
Yes, we're just going to hang out, and she's making some soup for us.
That's really sweet. Do you know what kind of soup she's making?
No, I don't know. I'm very surprised.
What's your favorite kind of soup?
Oh, my favorite? My mom's vegetable soup. I love my mom's vegetable soup. It's so good.
Now, your mom actually, I'm surprised you say your mom's vegetable soup, because your mom actually makes a mean broccoli cheddar soup.
Oh, yeah, that's your favorite. Yep.
In fact, that's what I was eating the day that I went down to ask your mom and your dad.
Oh, yeah.
whether I could marry you.
And I had no idea about any of this.
Nope.
That was so sweet.
So I went down there and we had broccoli and cheddar soup and baguettes. It's really good.
Yeah, that's one of your favorites.
My favorite soup though is gotta be potato.
Oh yeah.
With bacon.
Oh yeah, your mom makes a really good
Yeah. She
bacon.
does.
What is that? What does she call it?
She makes a baked potato soup.
Yeah.
But
it's really good.
the only thing she doesn't do that she needs to start doing is putting bacon in it.
Ooh, bacon.
Bacon.
You can always sprinkle it in, you know. I know it's not the same, but
Yeah, I could.
you know.
Or I could just like cook up a bunch of bacon and throw in chunks.
I like that idea.
Like when we're talking about soup, chunks.
Yeah, chunks. Yeah,
Chunks.
I like that. Love it. Also, I had to write this down. I met a knitter at PetSmart the other day at work. So I work at PetSmart, and this was so cool. So I was checking in a dog. There was a lady that came in with her dog, and she was asking about a nail trim, and I noticed that she had some knitwear around her neck. And so I kind of do this thing where I just talk to people about random things, like because I think I know who they are, or I think I know about something, you know what I mean?
Or you just decided they're gonna be your friend now.
Yeah,
or...
so I tend to do this. So like I have a history of seeing like customers of like dogs that we groom outside of work.
And scaring them.
And I will just like walk up to them like, hi, how's Fluffy? They're like, because I'm in my normal clothes, they don't know who I am.
You remember the time you did that to somebody who wasn't a
It
customer?
wasn't their dog. It wasn't their dog. They had a dog with them, but it was not. It was a dog that looked just like their dog. The dog's name was Felicia, and so the lady who actually had the dog, when she had come in, we had made the whole like bye Felicia joke, you know, and everything. So I walk up to these people who are not Felicia and her owners. I did not know this at Michael's. And I'm in my regular clothes, and I was like, "Hi, Felicia!" Like I like run up to these people, and it's like.
This story makes me cringe every single time.
The girls at work like die over this. And so they were like, hi, and they're like slowly like walking the cart away. And I was like, it's okay, I work at PetSmart, I know your dog, blah, blah, blah. They didn't correct me.
Why didn't they?
I don't know, but this is probably terrified of me. So I've become a little gun shy on that.
At least you didn't come up and go, bye, Felicia.
Well, I did say hi, Felicia.
Right, but at least it wasn't like, bye, Felicia.
No. So I've kind of become a little gun shy because another time at work I saw a lady with knitwear around her neck, and I said, did you knit that scarf? You know, like I was like really into it, and she was like, no. Like she was like really weirded out. So I was like, okay, I need to be careful about this. So this lady comes in and she's got some knitwear around her neck, and I was like dead sure that this was the shift cowl from Andrew Mowry, right? Like I was like, it's gotta be. I was like really nervous to ask because I didn't want to do that again. And so we were talking, and I was like, okay, I have to ask. I was like, is that the shift cowl? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yes. Like I was so excited that it was someone. So we got to talking, and yeah, it's the shift cowl by Andrea Mowry, and she loves Andrea designs, and she loves knitting. She's on our Instagram and everything. So yeah, so I was so excited. So yes, hello to Helen, and it was so great to meet you. I was so excited, and so yeah, we got talking, and she's here in town too, so
right on.
Hoping to hang out sometime.
Midland's kind of full of knitters if you think about it. I mean,
cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool. So also I found out, I don't know if I ever talked about this, there's a girl that I actually found her on Etsy, and she's got a blog, and like a big blog, and I can't think of what her name is. I think let me see if I can find her, because I really, really liked what she had. But she knits a lot of those bulky weight hats, and that's what I was looking up because I was going to be knitting some.
Yeah.
And I found her on Etsy, and then I found her blog. Let's see here.
Yeah, I was surprised at the amount of knitters actually in Midland. I mean, you know, Midland's not a big town at all.
Destiny Meyer, she has Nifty Knittings. And so she's got a blog I think that's actually her blog as well, and then she's on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
And she makes a lot of those
she's got a lot of followers.
Yeah, she does. She's got a big blog, and it's just so cool. She makes a ton of like chunky knit stuff, and it's just super cute. So that's a lot of what she makes. So yeah, super cute. So yeah, it's Nifty Knittings on Instagram, and she's here in town too, and we were gonna hang out too. So cool, all these knitting friends. It just makes me so happy. So yeah, I just thought that was so cool that that there was a lady that had the shift cowl, because and I told her too, I was like, I'm spinning for that right now. So it was just so neat. So Helen, if you watch this, it was lovely to meet you, and I was just really excited. And your dog is so cute. She's got a Merle border collie named Tucker.
Oh, cool.
He's so cute. So
border collies are cool.
I know, he's so cute. So yeah, that was my week. Do we want to talk about our question of the week?
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, I wanted to just kind of share.
Yeah.
My brother and I went out hunting.
Yes, I forgot about
day
that.
Before yesterday, actually. Really productive day. We went out in the morning. Didn't see anything in the morning. It was cold, really cold, and kind of damp. Came back to the car, and we had chili for lunch, which was awesome.
That must have been so nice and so warm.
Yes, and my brother smokes a pipe once in a while, a tobacco pipe. And
it's a really cool looking pipe.
It's really cool. It's one of those long church warden pipes.
I think he got it at the Ren Fairs. It was like handmade.
Yep, and we get
so
this
cool.
tobacco that was made here in Michigan. It's called Mackinac, I think is what the flavor is. Yeah. It's like a cherry kind of. And so we came back to the truck, and he lit up a bowl full of this Mackinac tobacco. It smells delicious. Anybody that smelled a pipe, like, it is so delicious smelling. I mean, pipes are the best.
Yeah, they smell amazing. My dad used to smoke one too. I loved it.
And part of the thing I like about it is, like, you don't get like a nicotine rush or anything like that, and so it's nice to once in a great while. I don't even own a pipe anymore, but it was always kind of nice because you don't get that nicotine rush. You just taste it in your mouth, and or the nicotine, the head rush.
Yeah.
So we lit up a little burner that I've got that screws onto an isobutane tank. It's like the whole package is about that size.
So cute.
Awesome, because I used to use military MREs when I'd go hunting, which is it stands for meal ready to eat. And they've got this little flameless ration heater in it that's activated by water. And the problem is that you can only really get the MREs easily through like military surplus, and you don't know how old they are, and sometimes the ration heaters don't work. And I was out last year and my ration heater didn't work on me, and I ate cold chili mac. And so, but anyway, because when you're out hunting all day, the best thing is a nice hot lunch.
Yeah,
it's the best. So we got some Woodward Avenue chili, which is made right here in Michigan.
Yeah, down in Detroit, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Warmed that right up. And it was just great. It had some baguettes with it. Ate on the back of the car. And later that night, we went to a different spot, and it was awesome. Super productive.
Yeah.
I had 4 does come in underneath my stand. Didn't get a shot at any of them, but it was cool to see them. And then 4 does came in. They were kind of running. They were kind of running, actually, when they came through. And so I started. It was a pair of fawn does and then a couple of older ones too.
Yeah. And
they both split off into different directions, and so I started calling, thinking maybe I could get them to come back, the adult ones especially, to come back. So I started making doe calls, and then within about 2 minutes I hear this grunting behind my stand, and I had a 6-point buck. Oh man. Yeah, it was awesome. Had a 6-point buck come in about 50 yards off to my left and behind me, and he came into about 35 yards. And so I stood up in my tree stand, I turned around, and he was between 2 trees, and his vital area, which on a deer, the vital area is just behind the front leg, and it's about an 8-inch circle just behind the front leg and down a little ways, and that's where you get the lungs and the heart. And if you hit that area, it's a guaranteed humane, ethical kill. And so I had a perfect shot right there, except he was quartered towards me a little bit, and I had him in my crosshairs. Literally had him in my crosshairs, and I saw the vitals right there, and I go, man, he was quartered right towards me, and I was waiting for him to take 1 step just the other direction, and he wouldn't, and so I didn't end up taking the shot because I just didn't feel right about it. I wanted to make sure that I'd pick up both lungs, and the way he was quartering, I wasn't. Yeah. I didn't. The thing is, I'm 95% sure that I could have picked up both lungs and would have been just fine with that shot. And with my bow, I'm pretty pretty good out to 40 yards, and he was at about 30, 35. And but I wanted to be like 100% sure, you know. And so in hindsight, yeah, I probably could have taken the shot, but I just didn't feel 100% on it, so I didn't. I mean, and he's still out there, so just gonna have to go back and hunt him again. But yeah, so hopefully next podcast we'll have some venison sausage that we'll be munching on.
And jerky.
Yep. For
so
sure.
Good. So yeah, I think that's it for what we've been doing this week. Should we, why don't we go into question of the week?
Question of the week.
So
it's Halloween, so you know it's going to be a Halloween themed question of the week. Gotta be. So, our question of the week is, what was your favorite candy to get while trick-or-treating as a kid?
What was yours?
Oh, mine? Man, probably... I'm thinking back. Honestly, I want to say my favorite candy to get that I got frequently was Babe Ruths.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I forgot about those. Yeah, but my favorite candy to get period was Hershey's cookies and cream.
Oh yeah,
but nobody gave those out. But I love cookies and cream. They're
Did you ever get one trick or treating? Do you think?
Yeah, I did. Once in a great while, you get the little nuggets.
Lottery for you. That's cool. Mine, I think, would be a Snickers, because I loved Snickers. I still love Snickers, but like that was like, yes. But then my favorite, like, okay, so you're gonna laugh about this because this is so me, but I loved that I got so many different things on Halloween. Like that's what, because that's just me. Like I love.
Oh yeah, it was probably like your.
Exactly.
Like
that's why I'm like always kind of sad that we can't trick or treat anymore. Like,
I know you
would.
If you thought we could get away with it,
I would. I totally would. And
actually we trick or treated together when we were kids.
We did. It was our last year we ever trick or treated was when we were.
I was like 13 maybe.
Yeah. Yep. When I was 14, it was in my sophomore year of high school. It was the last year I went trick or treating, and yeah, that was so crazy that we did that. Crazy. You know. You went in your Pom's uniform. Yes, I did pom-poms in high school. Pom-poms. He always does this to me. Every time. He does it because he always makes me mad.
I thought they were the same thing. Really I mean, they're pretty much.
You genuinely did, but they're not.
They're pretty much.
It's not the same.
But anyway.
There's a difference.
Yeah, sure.
What's funny is that at our school it really wasn't that big of a difference because we didn't have a cheerleading team because it was such a small school. And the girls wanted to do poms, and so the poms sometimes did do cheers. That's the funny part. So, but
no difference is what you're
telling me. So totally different.
But anyway.
Only sometimes we did it. Only sometimes, not all the time.
Oh, okay. So sometimes it was different.
Sometimes. Although I did do cheerleading in grade school, so really.
So you're a cheerleader?
I was.
Anyway.
Just relentless. I love Fun Dip.
I was a doctor.
You were Fun Dip? Yeah, you were a doctor.
Oh my god, yeah, like Dunkaroos or?
No. Oh, I love Dunkaroos.
Those are the best.
No, Fun Dip, it was like those little, like a candy stick, and then you dip it in the powder.
Oh, I never got those.
Oh man, have you ever had one? Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god, this is happening. We're getting Fun Dip. We're gonna eat it on the podcast.
Okay.
It's happening.
But Dunkaroos though.
Oh, Dunkaroos. Those don't even make those anymore.
Oh man. Dunkaroos.
There's a dip though on Pinterest to make the dip.
What?
It's basically funfetti frosting. It's basically what it is. Graham crackers and funfetti frosting.
It's so good.
But yes. Oh man, we're totally having Fun Dip. It was so good. So basically you would get like this candy stick. It was kind of like the same candy, like those candy cigarettes. It was kind of like that type of a thing.
Okay, so like just
but thicker.
Sugar.
Yeah, but thicker. And then it would like kind of look like a popsicle stick, but it was candy. And then you would get these little packets, and it would have like different flavors of powder in them. And so you would lick the candy stick, and you would dip it in there. And then,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So
because they had the same exact thing with the baby bottle pops. Do you remember those?
Yes.
Same exact sort of
same
exact sort of situation.
Okay.
I think.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I honestly didn't eat candy as much as you did.
I was sweet too.
You were a big sweet tooth. Actually, I eat a lot more candy than I used to since we got together.
I know.
I used to eat ice cream like 3 times a year.
Now he eats all the time because I love it.
Yeah.
It's one of my downfalls.
Your vices.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I love ice cream.
Did anybody have a house that gave out king size bars?
Oh man, they were like few and far between.
Yeah.
But I loved it. It was like the best.
We
I really miss trick-or-treating.
we did have one or two that would, and the fire station once in a while would give out.
Oh, that's cool.
Because we live close to a fire station, and so the fire station used to give out king size candy bars.
That's really so cool. That's awesome of them because they didn't have to do that, you know?
No,
like,
they
that's
didn't.
so cool. Yeah, I would say, yeah, my favorite candy was just having a bunch of candy, like just different kinds, you know what I mean? Because I would rather have that than, you know what I should do for my trick-or-treating? I should go to, Five Below, because you know how they have that, like, and I should go trick-or-treating at Five Below.
That's just...
Except I'll buy it.
That's just buying candy.
No, but
are you gonna wear a costume? Because you gotta wear a costume.
Yeah, I should.
And accost people about their dogs.
Well, I do that normal. That's
right,
my costume.
but in costume.
I should.
Just to, you know, kind of spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, and I'll just go buy a bunch of bulk candy.
Terror factor of these poor people.
It's amazing I have any clients.
But,
I just love their puppies so much. Now, some people, like, I get it right, no problem. Like, there's people, like, I know that's who this is, you know, and I'll say hi to them, and they're loving it. But, man, when I get it wrong...
Do you think...
So
now, I'm going to go full conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
Do you think that it was that it was, like, companies like Slim Fast that started pushing the holidays on us? Because think about it. Think about it. I'm just telling you to think about it for a second. We got... Halloween, where you eat more candy than your body has room for, and your body does let you know that you do not have room for it.
Yes.
You have Thanksgiving, like, less than a month later, where you eat more turkey than your body has room for.
Yep.
And then you've got all of the Christmas season, where you eat everything.
Yep.
Between candy and sweet and savory stuff, and...
all the cookies you could pass.
And then come
more.
January, look at the advertisements. Look at the advertisements. Come January, hey, you put on all this weight. We can help you lose it. I'm just saying, it stinks. We're on to you, Slim Fast.
Yep, we know what you're about.
We know what's up. Of course, I shouldn't say much. I'm a personal trainer, so like, yeah.
You're all part of it. You're all part of it, aren't you?
Personal trainers being paid off by candy companies. See how it works.
Yep.
But,
oh my gosh. Well, I think at that.
Why you always gotta end it on a weird note?
Because that's what I do.
I know.
It's my job. So
question of the week is,
yes,
what was your favorite candy to get trick-or-treating as a kid?
Yes. And, oh, wait, we should back this up though too. I don't think they have trick-or-treating everywhere. I think I heard about this.
What?
I think this is true. Did I hear this right? That, like, in England...
Well, Peter, Paul, and Mary told me that a Solon had the, you know, in a Solon that you know, they do that sort of thing in England.
Okay.
And I believe.
Because I think what I'd heard, that in England it wasn't as big of a thing. I think they do
Well, they get soul cakes. The song told me that they get soul cakes.
So, but I want to know, was it a thing there? Or what about in, like, Australia?
And if you're not in a place...
what's your favorite candy period?
What's your favorite candy period? Or, you know, yeah, what's your favorite candy period?
Yeah. And then tell me if you have trick-or-treating or not. I want to know.
Yeah, we do want to know. And if you don't have trick-or-treating...
I'm so sorry.
We're so sorry.
Just go to Five Below, go to a place that has bulk candy, dress
or
up
just
in your
start knocking on people's doors in costume and asking for candy. Somebody's got to start it,
My
right?
friend and I did that once when we were little. We did it the day before Halloween. We went around in our costumes and we started asking for candy ahead of time.
Oh, no.
Some people actually gave us candy.
Really?
We totally did that.
But yeah, don't do that. That's a really good way to get hurt.
Yeah, don't do that.
But...
It's probably a really bad idea. I don't think my parents knew about that.
You used to collect neighborhood dogs too, didn't you?
I did. I would actually collect them, like look for them, because I wanted to get them their homes. I wanted to keep them for a little bit, but then I was going to give them their homes.
Like dogs out in people's front yards, you know?
Just like walking around. I did. Some though were actual strays, and I would help them get their homes back, but I like to have them.
You just had a big heart, that's all.
I just wanted to pet all the puppies. We need to end this.
Me too. This has been a long one. You told me right before we started,
I
think it's going to be a short one.
I think this is going to be a short one. Oh no, I said it was going to be a long one.
Yeah, and I said I think it's going to be a short one.
Yeah, I did say this one. I was right.
Yeah, what I didn't take into account was how much I didn't want to go out and bleed brakes. And so the longer I keep this going...
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Yeah.
Well, guys, we are going to talk to you later. You're going to go bleed the brakes. I'm going to edit this podcast. and then you guys can watch it. So that's exciting.
And hopefully the program works this time.
Yay! Oh my gosh, yes please. Will this thing work? Oh.
Because otherwise I gotta hear about it.
Yes, he gets his ear chewed off while I complain about the computer program.
Just
so
more reason
iMovies
to
give me
hearing
trouble.
aids and turn them down.
Yep, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, all right guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week and we will see you next time. Bye!